Prison is a closed world that most people never see inside. Cameras are rarely allowed in, and mobile phones are confiscated at the door. The government tell us that they are transforming the justice system in prisons like Pentonville. The Justice Minister, Christopher Grayling, says that he wants to create a rehabilitation revolution, but he also pledged to cut costs, and the prison service has been hit hard. Can the revolving door of reoffending be cut at the same time as costs?
Since 2010, 7,500 frontline operational prison staff have been allowed to go.
Critics say these cuts have led to a prison service in disarray. And now Channel 4 News has uncovered an online world of pictures and videos shot by prisoners of chaos and criminality.
Big man.
Inside what should be Britain's most secure institution. The images we have obtained and whose authenticity we have checked are full of dangerous and forbidden items. Here, a lock knife, a major security threat, appears beside an inmate. All of the images we uncovered were recently posted on a network of password-protected social media accounts, filmed by prisoners themselves, strictly against prison rules. These accounts have largely been recently closed down. Video appears to show cannabis, although it could be a synthetic cannabinoid. Here, big bags are being cut into smaller ones. Comments these prisoners have made on social media suggest they are for sale on the wing. And an inmate in Pentonville appears to boast that the price is 4 times the street value. But it's not just Pentonville. Inmates in other prisons even compare market rates. And it's not just drugs that are on show. This video is from another prison. The audio was distorted, but we tried to correct it.
We see them notes. We saying we got notes in jaw.
Here he flashes the cash before taking a sniff from the substance on his paper.
Give me some change now.
We can't prove how these prisoners got this money, but what we do know is that prisons are supposed to be cashless. Physical money is banned. But these prisoners appear flush, and when you have money in prison, you can afford for somebody else to brush your hair. Money and drugs in prison, despite being banned, are an old problem. But these are new. Having a mobile phone in prison can carry a custodial sentence of up to 2 years. But on social media, they brazenly flout the rules, showing the phones that appear to have been smuggled in. These videos have emerged at a time many consider a crisis point for the prison service. And it's at this crisis point that not only are smugglers one step ahead of security, but that they publicly broadcast how easily these walls can be breached. So how do illegal items get inside? Neighbours of HMP Pentonville told me one route they've witnessed.
In my experience, on a regular basis, and I would say every few weeks, certainly once in a month on a minimum, you'll see someone trying to toss a package across. The more sophisticated one is a line gets thrown over to the public side and someone will go and attach something to it. That's the sort of method that they use.
But the sheer volume of contraband in British prisons suggests not all of it is getting in over the wall. Over 7,000 phones and SIM cards were seized in 2013. And recent Ministry of Justice figures revealed a sharp increase in drug seizures.
Rehabilitation.
This ex-prisoner has served time in several other prisons and writes an anonymous blog. He requested anonymity for fear of reprisals.
The sheer amount of drugs that are available on prison wings, there is no way it could possibly be coming in through visits or throwing stuff over the wall. And I think this is the untold story of the drug problem in our prison system. It's the corrupt staff who are at the heart of this. And until they tackle that problem, I don't think we're ever going to see prisons with a manageable drug situation.
We put this allegation to the chair of the Prison Officers Union after showing him our footage.
Are there staff who are corrupt? I'm afraid there are staff who are corrupt in every walk of life. The prison service has a robust no-tolerance policy on staff who are found to be corrupt. Very few, but only a very few, can obviously cause problems within an operational environment.
He told us that 7,000 frontline staff have been let go since 2010, and as a result, intelligence-led operations are impossible, and even basic searches are not taking place.
As we continue with further cuts, you can only anticipate that the situation will get worse, and situations that you've illustrated here today will become more commonplace. And I think that's a frightening prospect. And of course, it prevents what we've all been promised and what we'd all buy into, which is the promised rehabilitation revolution.
In response to our report, the Ministry of Justice said this:
"We will never tolerate the use of contraband in prisons and will continue to clamp down on the use of any illicit items or substances. Any prisoner who is caught or suspected for smuggling prohibited items will face tough consequences, which could include prosecution and a further sentence, closed visits, up to 42 days added to their time in prison, or confinement to their cell for up to 21 days with no association time."
Despite this warning, several accounts we accessed are still active. But this account from Pentonville has now been deactivated. The prisoners behind it were identified and most of the items were found. As a result, they were placed on report, segregated, and the charges referred to the police for investigation. Nevertheless, these pictures reveal the systemic failure of prison security. They also provide a unique portrait of everyday life behind bars. From the increasingly rare moments they spend out of their cells, here, killing time on the wing, to this New Year's Eve tradition, when prisoners bang their doors at the stroke of 12. In this video, a prisoner is given an unconventional wake-up call. They've also captured the mundane, from showers to exercise regimes. These pictures reveal a world where some prisoners are comfortable enough around weapons, cash and drugs to film themselves largely for bravado, leading to the worrying question, just who is in control of Britain's prisons?